As I told you before in the last video, which was about top romance movies, today in this video I'm gonna give you my list of top series. For sure it doesn't include all of them, but I'm gonna introduce more series in the following weeks. So in this video I'm gonna introduce 5 series which are ranked based on the IMDb rating. So I'm gonna start from 5 to 1. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe my channel so that you won't lose the next videos and the next list. Also, if you're one of those people who like the soundtracks of the movies, then join my Telegram channel. The address is in the description. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so number 5 is The Solar Opposites. This is an American adult animated sitcom which is actually created by Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland. The story is about a family of aliens who are forced to leave their planet because of an apocalyptic event, and they must find a place for themselves in the middle of America. So they crash into a suburban street, and during the story, while they are trying to deal with the new lifestyle, we can see there is a conflict between them over this matter, whether Earth is awesome or awful. The thing that can make this show even funnier is this watching a group of aliens who are always making a mess of things because they don't know what's the right attitude, and also their response and reaction to Earth oddities such as the school, college, celebrations, and big events like election is totally weird. So there are a bunch of weirdos walking around trying to deal with their new life. The story is around a group of English friends who are sharing a house and are having kind of romantic lives. But after Dylan Witter is diagnosed with chlamydia, he attempts to contact all his previous partners to inform them with his recent news. So each time Dylan is seeking out a different person from his list. During this whole story, the show is flashing back to the memories of his recent relationships that he would prefer not to remember. So we can say the majority of each episode is told through flashbacks and showing how Dylan is encountering with a number of women. The next one is one of those popular ones that for sure you've heard of it or at least watched it. Money Heist is a Spanish crime television series which is created by Alex Pina, an expert criminal who's called the Professor, has planned to pull off the biggest heist in recorded history. So he has this intention to print billions of euros in the Royal Mint of Spain. So to carry out this plan, he recruits 8 people who have special abilities and have nothing to lose. So far you could get to know a little bit of this story, but it has a really interesting point. The mask that these robbers are using is actually the face of Salvador Dali. Not the actual face of him, but it's designed in a way that represents his face and visage. So these masks are actually an iconic cultural reference to Spain. The Handmaid's Tale is a dystopian television series which is created by Bruce Miller. It is also based on a novel written in 1985 with the same name. So if I want to tell you about the plot, it is about a dystopia in which the totalitarian society is subjecting the fertile women to childbearing slavery. Generally, it means there are some dictators who are forcing the women to bear child and to give birth. So this story is illustrating a world in which the fertility rate has been decreased because of the air pollution and the transmitted disease. After a civil war, the government of Gilead establishes some brutal rule, and by this law, the women are forced to work in very limited roles. So they are not allowed to read, to have any property, to handle money, or own any career, or even having real friends. This one again is one of those famous ones that you've heard about it or you've watched it before. If you haven't watched it yet, then I definitely recommend this one to you. Number 1 is Fargo. It is a black comedy crime drama television series which is created by Noah Hawley. There is also another older version of it, which this one is inspired by that one. This series includes 3 seasons, and each season is about a specific story. So the story of season 1 is not related to season 2 at all. But there is a similarity among them. All of them are about a different set of characters who are dealing with a large number of crimes, which is taking place in different time periods, and all of them are happening in Midwest USA. Between all, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of the story of season 1. Actually, season 1 is my favorite one. It starts with an insurance salesman whose name is Lester Nygaard. This person is the underdog pushover character in this story. And one day, when he's totally messed up sitting in the hospital, a man who is a fatal criminal, Malvo, asks him if he wants to take his revenge. So in that moment, Lester doesn't give any answer, but Malvo takes this silence as a yes. And since then, everything becomes a mess and gets devastated. These were some of the series that I wanted to tell you, but there are gonna be more in the following weeks. Just like always, if you liked my video, don't forget to click like and comment, and also subscribe my channel. By the way, I have this Telegram channel in which I put all the best soundtracks of the movies. So if you like to have those exclusive soundtracks, just join my channel. The link is in the description part. Until the next video, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.